Hi, I want to quickly show you how to set up a scroll to hide and a scroll to reveal header. It's something similar to headroom.js, but in this case I want to show you how to set this up in 5 minutes without an external JavaScript library. So it basically hides the header when you scroll up and reveals the header when you scroll down. So if you attempt to scroll up again, the header will be hidden, and then when you scroll down, the header will be revealed. In my opinion, this is a better alternative to a sticky header that just stays there anytime you scroll up and down and never moves. This actually gives room for users to have enough room to view your website content, and when they are scrolling back, the header shows itself and they can quickly dismiss it by scrolling up again. So I'm going to jump right into Oxygen and show you how to set this up. So I'm right here inside my main template. The main template typically has the header and the footer and the inner content, but in this case I'm just going to put in the header. I already have an inner content here that shows my page that I've titled blank page, and I've set this page up for the purpose of this tutorial. So I'm just going to quickly drop in a header. I'm going to move that above the inner content. I'm going to add an image that I'm going to use for my logo in the header, and also going to add a menu I'm going to use for my menu, and then that menu shows up as a mobile menu. I'm going to go to responsive settings and just turn that to less than 801 pixel. For the logo, I'm going to browse and choose a logo, and I'm going to give it a width of 150 pixels. Let's take the menu to the right header row. Now, I know a couple of people are not really used to the header builder, and if you want to know how to use the header builder, check out this tutorial here. I'm looking at the top right corner. It's going to give you a full overview of how to use the header builder. I'm just going to go ahead and change the font size of my menu to 16, and that should be enough to set up the header for now. I'm going to save it, and I'm going to preview it on the front end. The header looks good, and you see if I scroll up, it just behaves like the typical header. In order to set up the hide and reveal header, I'm going to go back and I will simply add a code block, and I'm going to go into PHP section and just comment out the hello world. I'm going to go back to the primary tab. First of all, I want to go into the CSS tab. As you can see, I have the CSS tab and the JavaScript tab. They are all separate, but I have a handy plugin called Recorder Workspace that gives me the ability to view all of them at the same time, so I'm going to use that rather. If you want to know more about Recorder, check out this video I'm linking at the top right corner here. It gives a comprehensive overview of the add-on with so many features. I will paste in a CSS that I've copied, and I'll also paste in a JavaScript in the JavaScript section. And that is all you need to do. You do not need to do anything else. You can see in this CSS, I've made my header to be position fixed, and I've given the background color of white. You could always come in here and change the background color of your header. And you don't really need to do anything with the JavaScript. But you can take a look at the CSS and see if you would like to change the color, the Z index of your header, and that's just about it. I'm going to save this and go to the front end and then refresh. It doesn't seem to be working. One last thing. The final thing you need to do is to make sure that you give your header a class of header. So I'm just going to give it a class of header, and I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to refresh it, and that's it. You can see the header is now fixed. Now when you scroll down, the header hides, and then when you scroll up, the header comes out. So it keeps hiding and revealing depending on the direction that you are going. So that's it. That's how to set up a headroom type header in just 5 minutes. If you found this useful, check out the cards on the top right corner for more header builder tutorials. Have a great day.